Hello, this is Cameron Denny with Keller Williams Realty in Burlington, North Carolina, and this is Real Estate Wisdom. Now, today we're talking about a huge topic. Should you rent or should you buy? It's pretty complex. There's not one easy answer, but let's see if we can make things simpler. So, there are 4 advantages of renting. The first is location flexibility. If you don't know whether you're going to be in this place for 3, 4, 5, or more years, then you have a huge advantage because renting, you can either wait for the lease to end or you even breaking the lease. Both of those things are much less complicated and less costly than actually turning around and selling a house. 2, you have less maintenance. Okay, the landlord handles the major structures of the home when you rent. 3, you can get into a rental for a lot lower credit score and less credit history than if you are buying a house. And 4, if you're still paying off consumer credit, credit cards and debt of that nature, and if you're still developing that savings, then you can get into a rental for a whole lot less expensive. Okay, generally you have to handle a deposit, but the cost of that is nowhere near the lending fees and closing costs and down payment and maintenance costs of owning a house. Now there are 4 advantages to buying a house. And the first one is something you hear very commonly, and that is, I'm throwing away money when I rent. Well, that's true. When you buy a house, you are investing and building equity in something that goes up in value. Now, the second advantage is that you are locking in your payments for years and years. I'm always going to tell you to get a fixed rate mortgage. And by doing that, your payment's going to stay the same for 15, 20, 30 years. Whereas if you're renting, every year or two, that payment goes up based on inflation and the economy. Third reason is you can do all those custom changes that you've always wanted to do when you own a house. Okay, you've been watching HGTV, you've been on Pinterest, you're like, I want to do that in my house. Or maybe you just want to put the half pike in the backyard for your dirt bike. Whatever those changes are, you can do those a whole lot easier when you own rather than when you rent. And the fourth reason, and this is a little more general, and that is, with exceptions, wealthy people own, poor people rent. So by owning a home, you are doing wealth building activities. Okay, so what is the best answer for you right now? All right, so you should rent if you're not sure if you want to stay in this location for a few years. Maybe you're going to be transferring out or maybe job transfer or something of that nature. And you're still developing that financial foundation. You're still building savings, you're paying off consumer debt, and you're raising your credit score. Now, if you need to know how to work on your credit score, watch my previous video, What is a FICO Score? It'll explain it to you. Now, you know that you're ready to own a home when you want to make those custom changes to the house and to your land, and you want to settle down in this location for a long period of time to build wealth. Now, I'm a realtor. I want you to buy a house, but if you purchase a house when you're not ready, it is going to be a curse rather than a blessing. And my job is to make sure that you get to enjoy all the wonderful parts of homeownership.